here we are. It's a beautiful gray, snowy day here in New England, and we are going down the list, up the list, down the list for my top 5 Vampy Reds. This is in the Glamour Magick series, and if you look at the link down below, you will see I have the next series of installments available for purchase on the Etsy shop in the Glamour Magick series. There are 3 new makeup tutorials, get readies with me, with much better lighting, much more professional setup for these. I'm very excited to say thank you for all of you for the investment in the last series, because we're taking it even further this time. So there are 4 videos in that series. There's a pinup eye, an additional colorful smoky eye, further working on eyebrows and lips for vampy lips. And then there's a 4th video, which is focused on how to bring a magical, spiritual goddess focus into the glamour, makeup, and magic aspect of the craft. So 4 videos in that link for you to enjoy. Here we are. The Vampy Reds. Like, believe it or not, guys, I didn't realize that I think I actually have more Vampy Reds in my collection than I do bright reds. Now, there is still a 3rd video coming in this series, and that's going to be like my downtown reds, more of like brick reds and more like neutral reds. For those of you who are looking to explore intensity of color play in your Glamour Magick, but aren't necessarily looking for the tomato red or the Vampy Red. So that 3rd video will be coming out soon, within the next month or so. So keep an eye out for that. But yeah, guys, I actually have more Vampy Reds than I freaking thought. Like, a lot. Choosing the top 5 was really hard, and I actually have 4 honorable mentions. So we have quite a list today. So let's talk about Glamour Magick and why you might want to invest in and enjoy bringing Vampy Reds into your collection, whether you choose to wear them on your lips, in your aesthetic fashion-wise, or even just have them out on your altar or within your sacred space. So we've been talking about Glamour Magick now for a little over a month on the channel, maybe more like 2 months by the time that this uploads. And we've really been looking at how in our physicality we can evoke the femme fatale energy of the sacred feminine and feel really empowered, sexy, sensual, and lusty in how we present ourselves. And that makeup can be an equal part of the Glamour Magick that we engage in when we're working with that energy. So yeah, that's kind of the focus of this series. And I've been sharing my top 5 lipsticks because you guys know I've said the most requests I ever get are for makeup and get readies with me, despite the fact that this is a channel focused on tarot and witchcraft. And it's actually very much a part of the sacred feminine. And it's a lineage that I feel blessed and constantly excited to be a part of. So yeah, this is a really, really special series. And little did I know that the Vampy Reds are actually my favorites. So I'm gonna take my thumb hole off of my sleeve so that we can show you guys lipstick swatches. So I have actually 4 honorable mentions in this list. Guys, it was so freaking hard to make this choice. I have so many beautiful reds and so many great Vampy Reds. So let's talk a little bit about why you might want a Vampy Red as opposed to a bright red or a more neutral kind of basic matte red. Vampy Reds really evoke 20s and 30s screen sirens. They're very much in alignment with the dark feminine, the underworld, and that kind of moody, sexy vibe. So if that's what you're looking for, and that's what you want to call into your experience, if that's what you want to emanate and embody, then a Vampy Red is a beautiful option for that. They're just moody and dramatic and delicious, and they make me think of Theda Bara and Louise Brooks. I almost said Louise Hay, not Louise Hay, Louise Brooks. And anything old Hollywood, pre-code, film noir, just beautiful, decadent deliciousness. So this part of the list is my secret sleeper hit and my favorite. Even though I really thought that the iconic reds were my favorite, this is actually my favorite. I have so many different lipsticks, and I have some beautiful options for you if you're looking to bring this into part of your practice. So honorable mentions, these guys almost made the list, but they didn't quite make the list. So these reds needed to be dark and vampy, but still a red. Not purple, not brown, not a plum, but a red. So I do have Actually, again, kind of surprising to me, quite a few plummy tones in my collection for a girl who doesn't like purple, but they didn't make this list because they're not reds, okay? Honorable mention. Ooh, this is tricky. Here's the thing. I love Black Moon Cosmetics. I wanted to, I'm so sorry guys, hold on one second. My nose is running. I'm like a little old lady. I wanted to include actually quite a few Vampy Reds from Black Moon Cosmetics because I love them, but I have to be really honest with you guys, the formulation just doesn't last on my lips. Like maybe I have a few hours and that's it. So this is the Deville, and the reason why I included this as honorable mention is because it's prismatic, it's got glitter and shimmer in it, and it's really, really fun to wear. So this is a darker red with this beautiful glitter tone. Can you see that? You can't really see it, but a tip is once a glitter tone dries down for you, liquid lipstick wise, if you kind of rub it, you activate the glitter. So once this dries down, I will activate the glitter for us so you can really see it. But this is a beautiful Vampy Red with a shimmer that's just delightful to wear. However, I have to be really honest that as much as I love Black Moon Cosmetics, their liquid lipstick formulation does not last for me. And I cannot eat at all when I'm wearing this. I can maybe sip tea, but I cannot eat anything. You know, even if I reapply, I tend to have crumbling that happens. So Black Moon Cosmetics didn't make my top 5 because it just doesn't have the long-term wearability that matters to me in a top 5 list. But there's still a beautiful formulation, lovely to wear. Just, I would say if you choose to purchase, just know they might crumble on you. And so you might want to wear them on days when you're only wearing them for a few hours, not for like an 8 or a 9 or a 10-hour day. So that is Deville. It still hasn't dried down, but I think you can kind of see that sheen. It's really beautiful. Next on my list is, let's see, Besame's Blood Red. This is a really beautiful 30s red. Oh my God. I talked about Besame in the last video in the series, and this red is gorgeous. It just didn't make my top 5 because it got pushed out by a few others that I really love, but this is Blood Red. Oh my God, it's gorgeous. It's glorious. So this is going to run you about $18. This is going to run you $28 to $29. The Blood Red, as I said, these are cream, not liquid, so they don't dry down matte and they will transfer, but Besame's formulation lasts forever. This is a 1930s color and it's absolutely beautiful. This is Blood Red by Besame, and this is honorable mention on my list. Next honorable mention is About Face Cosmetics in Hush Tonight. These were so hard not to put in my top 5. Like all of these I love, and there's no reason why they're not, other than Black Moon, because of the formulation. There's no reason why these aren't on the top 5 other than there can only be 5, right? And who do I reach for a little bit more? So this one is Hush Tonight, and this is by About Face. I really like About Face's formulation. They have a peppermint oil scent and taste to them. It is an essential oil, so it's not a chemical, but it is there, it is present. So if you are sensitive to scent, please be aware that About Face Cosmetics, their liquid lipsticks, which I really love the formulation for, but they do have that scent that tends to last. So this is, oh God, I keep forgetting the name of this one, Hush Tonight. And this is that, this even more than the other two is that really beautiful Vampy Red that just feels moody and very like Marlene Dietrich in the 30s, right? Love it. I believe that these are about $16 on Ulta, About Face Cosmetics, which is a makeup line by the artist Halsey, by the way. I'm not necessarily a fan of her music, but I am a fan of her makeup line. She knocked it out of the park. This is Milani Cosmetics, the Sensual lipstick. I think this is from the matte line. This runs $6 to $8 depending on where you get it. The formulation is nice and creamy. It wears well. It blends out and fades relatively evenly, so it's really easy to wear. Wow. Hold on one second. Excuse me. So if you are new to makeup, if you're new to lipstick, this is a formulation that will fade relatively evenly, very easy to remove. It's not a liquid lipstick, so it's user-friendly, and it can give you a step into the world of lipstick from a relatively safe perspective, because like I said, depending on where you get it, I think it's about $6 to $8. And this is in the color Sensual number 460. It's almost brown, but it still has just enough vampiness that I put it in honorable mention. And if you use a really nice lip liner, you're going to be just fine in it so far as still getting that vampy red, but it still has the intensity and the moodiness of the dark tones. So those are my honorable mentions. There were 4. Because I have a lot of vampy reds. Hello. I know. It's sad, but true. But not sad because I love it. So now we're moving into the top 5. This is in order. Oh my God, it's so difficult to... It's so difficult. It's so difficult to make the top 5. It really, really freaking is. But we're here. We did it. I did it. I put them together. I made the top 5, guys. Be proud of me. So number 5 on my list is the color that I'm actually wearing today. And it is the original formulation of Kat Von D Beauty's Vampira liquid lipstick. This is not available typically on the KVD site now because she was bought out and the brand is no longer run by Kat Von D. But every once in a while, they run a sale and you can get these for super cheap, the old formulation and the old packaging. And there's nothing like Vampira. It is my absolute favorite formula. Well, it's one of my favorite liquid lipstick formulations. I wish that they hadn't updated and changed the formulation. I love the original Kat Von D Beauty liquid lipsticks, and Vampira is quite possibly my favorite color that she ever did. And I'm wearing it today. It's number 5 on my list. It's beautiful. It wears relatively evenly. Got to be honest with you, you have to reapply if you eat, but I have found in the reapplication process that I don't have any crumbling or peeling away off of the lip. I just have to take the time to reapply it. You pull out a gorgeous compact at the dinner table, you're perfectly fine. Nobody cares, right? So this is Vampira. If I were to give this moody, witchy vibes, it's totally Stevie Nicks' Rhiannon. Like, we cannot even, please, hello. She's taken by the wind, babies. The formulation is light. It's delightful. I would say if you don't have the original Kat Von D Beauty formulation of Vampira, just keep an eye on the KVD website, and they do send it out every once in a while. So next on the list is the ultimate dramatic Biba, but also 30s film noir color, and that is Noir Red by Besame. This is not a liquid lipstick, it's a cream formulation. And this is the ultimate. It's the ultimate, guys. Here is Noir Red. It's deep, it's moody, it's a wine red. It's got intensity, it has sensuality. It pulls people in, it's enigmatic, it's dark, it's ultra feminine, it's ultra sexy. It's everything about the mother and the crone coming together in beautiful harmony. It's a gorgeous tone. It's the lady of the night, Noir Red. I love this red. It's, again, cream lipstick. It will transfer, but it fades evenly. It wears well. Vampira is going to run you anywhere from $16 to $18. The Noir Red by Besame, which is a 1920s red, is going to run you about $28 to $29. Totally worth it. I have purchased and repurchased this tube of lipstick several times. I love Noir Red. Incidentally, one of you mentioned, oh, the way that the lipstick is crafted doesn't allow you to do a Cupid's bow. It's actually crafted to make a Cupid's bow. So it's actually crafted. The shape of the Besame lipstick is made so that you can go doot, doot, and then draw your line down, guys. You just have to think a little bit outside of modern day formulation because this is a vintage inspired lipstick line. It's literally made for a Cupid's bow. So I know someone sent me a message saying it's not made for Cupid's bow. It's actually literally crafted so that you can make a Cupid's bow from the tube. You don't even have to use a liner if you don't want to. So I just wanted to clarify that for you guys. You just have to use the side of the lipstick. See this? It's like boop, boop, right? With it on the flat. But this is, oh man, like Victory Red, Besame Red, Noir Red. I don't know if I could live without these two, but this one from the Vamps is very, very special to me. It just, you put it on, you instantly feel dramatic, you instantly feel sexy, you instantly feel in control. I think the Vampy Reds are about power and control in this really yummy way, this very subversive way, very fetish way that's very delicious. We love it. We love it. So that's number 4 on the list. Number 3 is another About Face Cosmetics lipstick. This is Take Aim. So beautiful, guys. You got to shake these, by the way, side note. You should really shake or mix all of your liquid lipsticks, but especially the About Face. Oh my God, this color, guys. I love this color. So again, this one's called Take Aim. I love the Peppermint Oil scent to About Face. They're liquid lipsticks, but I do just want to be really real with you guys that there is a significant amount of peppermint oil scent. So if that's too much for you, if that's a no-go, I just want you to know that going into it. So this is the color that I can never remember. Take Aim. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful. Oh my God. Isn't it gorgeous, guys? I love that color. So this is a liquid lipstick formulation, dries down evenly. It wears relatively well. You can reapply without crumbling. I've also found that layering About Face's liquid lipsticks with lip glosses, very user-friendly when it comes to that. So if that's something that you want to do, you can absolutely do that with this makeup line. Wears very well. I would say get about 6 to 8 hours of wear out of the liquid lipstick. Very happy with it. Formulation isn't quite as lightweight as, say, Fenty or the original Kat Von D formulation, but it's still enjoyable. It's still lightweight. It's not overly drying for me. And I don't have to think about it as much as if I'm wearing a cream lipstick, where I do have to be more aware of, like, don't smear. Right? Talked about this with you guys. It is a reality of the beast here when we're talking about lipstick. Top 2. And this was really difficult. Struggle is real. So this is Kaliedos in Rubino. This liquid lipstick formulation is really different. Like really different. It's very special. It's super lightweight. It's super creamy. It's not necessarily as long lasting as some of the other ones, but it fades really beautifully so that I actually don't have to reapply if I don't want to. And if I do need to reapply, no crumbling at all. Whereas Black Moon Cosmetics, there's crumbling and peeling. I don't want to lie to you guys about that. So this is number 2 on the list, and this is Rubino. This, let's see, can I feel like I need to, like, there we go. Rubino is beautiful. It's really, really special. Just a note, a tip for you guys, you need to put 2 layers on. So you put the first layer on, it's super lightweight. It's going to be a little bit see-through. Put that second layer on. The color is perfection. It's absolutely beautiful. It's lightweight. There isn't a lot of scent to this. There's like no scent at all. A little bit of a chemical scent, but no fragrance. It's really, really beautiful. Like low-key obsessed. And Kaliedos runs a special quite often where you can, like, I think you can get 4 liquid lipsticks for a very inexpensive price. So even though I think they retail for $14, you can do a 4-pack and get 4 for like the price of 2. Very reasonably priced, really light, unique, creamy formulation. Does transfer a little bit, you know, not more than any of them do. I mean, they all kind of transfer, even though they say they don't. Although House Labs, whoa, guys, I just tried that formulation recently. That was like a wake-up call to me. I was like, holy shit. But Kaliedos Rubino is number 2 on my list. Number 1, I know, but it's true. Jeffree Star Cosmetics Unicorn Blood. This is the OG. This is the GOAT. I have worn this for years. For a while, in 2018, it was my signature color. Jeffree's formulation is beautiful. There is a fragrance. It's like a creamy caramel cake fragrance. It's not over the top. I would say it's as fragranced as KVD. Yeah, it's got the same level of fragrance as KVD. But there is a little bit of a scent. This is my number 1 tone for Vampy Reds, and that's Unicorn Blood. Here's the beautiful thing about this lipstick color. You can use a black liner and make it super gothic. You can use a dark red vampy liner and you get that intensity of tone. You can use a light red liner and take it up color-wise and tonality a notch, so you get almost into a midtown red. Unicorn Blood by Jeffree Star Cosmetics does a lot insofar as this one color can take you super deep or lighter on the dark vampy spectrum, depending on where you're at. It dries down beautifully. It lasts at least 8 hours, sometimes 10, with very little retouch on my part, even when I eat. No creasing, no bleeding. I just don't have to worry with Jeffree Star's liquid lipsticks. So this is Unicorn Blood, and it is my favorite of the vampy tones. Like I said, there's a lot of options with where you can take it, how deep you can get it intensity-wise, and it's a staple. I go back to this all the time. This is another one that, just like Besame and Vampira, I've bought multiple tubes of. I use them all the time. It's kind of like a signature for me. If it's going to be a darker red, it's probably Noir Red or the Unicorn Blood Red by Jeffree Star Cosmetics. It's just good. It just works, and that's what I care about. So I understand that he's polarizing. People have a lot of opinions on him. I get it. You have to go ethically where you feel called to. For me, the makeup quality is what matters here in this situation. And so Jeffree Star Cosmetics Unicorn Blood is my #1 for the vampy reds. It's just a joy to wear, and it fades so evenly. No crumbling for me, at least. And it's just, if I forget that I'm wearing it, and I don't have to worry too much about smearing or smudging or transfer. It's super easy to deal with and to wear. So these are my top 5. If I were going to give them goddesses, Vampira is Jezebel. Noir Red is 20's silent film star, so it's got to be like Theta Bara. Take Aim is Kali. Rubino, she's Isis in her dark form. And Unicorn Blood is Inanna Ishtar for me. Yeah, those are the goddesses that I would line up with these lipsticks. And so when I want to evoke that type of feminine power, intensity, sexuality, sensuality, and presence, I have to say that the Noir Reds really are the ones that I go to, because they're so intense. It's such an immediate reaction and conversation that you end up having with these colors. They're just a joy. They're so much fun, and they're so pleasurable to wear. So like I said, if you're looking to check out and hang out with me a little bit more around makeup, the second installation in the Glamour Magick video series, you can purchase that on the Etsy shop down below. There are links to the first video in this series where the iconic reds are listed. Please feel free to support me on Patreon. Leave me a tip in the tip jar if you would like to. That link is down below as well. Come hang out with me on Instagram, because I'm sharing much more there about daily life and inspiration and just vibes. I've really been having fun with you all. It's been such a joy to connect more that way. I hope you are doing well out there in the world. If there was a tarot deck I would associate with vampy reds, it would be Tarot of Vampires. So I'm sending you all so much love and many blessings, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.